Hello guys, this is Lucassdrummer, broadcasting live from Black Note Studio, Halden, Norway. Forgive me being so late, I was supposed to be here for freaking half an hour ago already. But I had the technical trouble. My PC wouldn't read the sound the right way, so I had to correct everything. And the update jumped in just at the very good time. So, yeah, but finally we're here. We're here. Good to see you again. Yeah, this was Nordiavel, Norwegian brutal, extreme, satanic, black metal from Askim i Viken. One of the nicest, coolest, most extreme black metal bands from this country. Yeah, they're fast, they're extreme, but you know, they're not the reason why we are meeting here tonight. The reason why we've gathered here tonight is another band. It's something I found out about just recently. I know it might be a blasphemy for many of you. But I've been in pursuit of finding the most extreme album I possibly could find. I felt like Cannibal Corpse or Dying Fetus or Origin kind of bands are not extreme enough. They don't give me the kick I need. So, yeah, thanks to Uncle Google, who had one day recommended me this particular album we're going to talk about and review today, I have become a richer person. I think I found what I've been looking for. I found my number one most extreme album I have ever heard. Yeah, before we listen to any of it, because we are going to listen to some maybe songs, maybe moments, like the crucial highlights of the album. I don't want to spill too much of the beans, but you know, you can always go online and check it out and listen in its entirety. But I must say I am kind of a very demanding listener. You know, I work as a music producer. I've been actively playing various bands. I've been taking part in different recording sessions and playing live since 2000. Actually, the year 2000, so it's 23 years ago since I've started practicing music, not only listening to it. I've been listening to it for plenty of years before, of course. But I know how things are made, and I might say that I know everything, like the entire recording, producing process from the very foundation and up. You know, I know every single like stage what you have to go through to make an album. Anyway, cheers to all of you for being here. So yeah, I've been trying to discover like the criteria why I named this particular album number one most extreme I have ever been to or have ever listened to or heard, is because it's not only extreme in terms of speed and heaviness and overall brutality, but also it's extreme in the way that it takes your imagination by the balls. It grabs your imagination by the balls and helps it or makes it exceed the borders. You know, it shows you new horizons and it inspires you and gives you a positive, in my case at least, a positive kick. It gives you power and it makes any kind of obstacles you're ahead of this small. You know, it makes you like you're on god mode when you're listening to this album, man. You can conquer all. You can like, yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. You're like on steroids. You're like on a boost. So yeah, I've been listening to this album for like 2 or 3 weeks right now. Every day, at least once a day, or a few times a day. And I think I've learned it to the extent I could say what I really think about them. I could say I know it. I really know it. The musical layer, at least, because I have not read the lyrics as of yet. But again, another thing why I chose this album for my first ever review, because I'm not a review guy. I never done any music or movie or whatever the kind of review or commentary on anything I see or listen to or hear. So this is the one, because it has never occurred to me that I would, in order for me to buy a CD or online merch, because I usually buy CDs at the concerts. I usually buy the CDs that I know from the past, that I have some kind of sentiment for, and I want to have in my collection. But this was the first time ever I have ordered a CD from the merch store just after listening to a band online, because I know that there's so much magic involved into making music, and everyone can play as extreme and fast and heavy, and they can make like these brutal vocals and everything the way they want with the help of today's technology. You have all kind of aids. I can do a monster vocals just like this. I don't need to know how to sing. I can just speak and sound like a fucking monster without anything, like.
I'm a monster. I am a monster.
So how low my growls can be with this effect on. But I can appreciate if somebody has practice and know their instrument, know their art, and can turn it into something valuable. And this band we're talking about today definitely knows how to do that. They know how to exceed. They know how to play fast, interesting, how to play groovy. And I must say, in the scale from 0 to 10, this is, I think it's the first ever album I would give like 9.5, which is totally the highest I would ever give to any album or any band, because you always need to have this zero point 0.5 for further development. You can always succeed and do it better next time. But yeah, let us unwrap the precious thing. I've been waiting to take it out until this moment. It came in the post like for 2 days ago from the United States of America. So what do we have here? Well, there's a sticker. Cool, nice to have. And there's the very CD we're gonna talk about today and listening to. So yeah, about extreme music, I've been listening to brutal death, grindcore death, porn, grind, gore, whatever the hell you name it, most extreme kinds of metal related stuff for many, many years now. Uh, yeah, like you name it. When I was like 15, I was already listening to stuff like uh, I don't even know if I spelled the name correctly, but Broad Queen, which was like the most extreme thing you could ever think that could exist, possibly, like speed wise and down tuning wise and extremity and all that good stuff wise. And Dying Fetus and Origin and Vader, and you know, this album makes everything I just mentioned sound like maybe not everything because yeah, there are bands that are more ferocious, fierce, and aggressive and chaotic, but whatever else I have listened to after listening to this sounded really mild. It was like a relaxing music, relaxation music. Oh, come on. I want to open it. Although I don't really have to. You know, there's a shitload of CDs in my collection which are not taken out of the plastic. So maybe this one will be one more of those. Yeah, I'll keep it in plastic for now. But this is the one. I hope you can see. If you cannot, then I'll switch on the other camera. Så det är. Hope you can see it. It's Infant Annihilator. Infant Annihilator. The Battle of Yaldabaoth, which is rather a weird title, but I like the diminutive form, the short form of the name of this album, which stands for, which makes up the boy, Infant Annihilator, the boy, which is cool. So yeah, this is the album. It's like 3 or 4 years old now. 4 years looks like. Yeah, available on all the possible online platforms and stuff. But I like to have things physical, especially the ones I really like and the things that are breakthrough for me personally, because I believe that this album has already helped me to surpass some of the limitations and has showed me the direction I should go as a musician and creator. You know, it's not about like ripping off what they have done, because it's not important. I am the kind of guy that thinks if a particular band does something, I don't need to copy it because they have already done it, so I do not have to do it again. You know, I can just use whatever the best thing I can like pull out of it and use it for my own like future endeavors and for the good of my own music and my own creative development. So yeah, they have shown me a couple of things I would never think about, and which I really missed. I really lacked, because you know the point of making music should be, I believe, as a guy who has been making music for 20 plus years now, the point of making your music, the main goal of you as an artist should be to make something original. First of all, make something that nobody else delivers. That's something that you're missing, something that you're lacking in your musical explorations, you know. Because there can often be like situations you're listening to a song and there comes this freaking awesome groovy riff, but it's so short, you know, and you wish it would last longer. So you make your own song and make a similar riff that's duration with a duration of double that time, you know, or at least whatever you are satisfied with. So yeah, it's like this. If somebody, I'm not really keen on making cover songs either, you know. I don't want to copy. I don't want to cover. It's just a waste of time. I'm more busy doing my own stuff and creating my own original sounds. But again, Infant Annihilator, rumor has it that it's one of the most extreme and disgusting bands ever. I don't know. I don't really care. I checked out their previous works as well. I know. I've seen the drum cam for Les Contes Cracheux. I think their most famous song now, which has got like 10 million views on YouTube or whatever. But none of their previous albums kicked me so hard as this one did. And there's plenty of songs. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 bits. The last one can maybe cannot be treated as a full size song. It's rather outro to the entire thing. But still, 57 plus minutes of music, you know. It most probably took him a lot of time to record and produce. So anyway, oh yeah, and one more thing, because as I said, it's not often I'm a very picky and demanding guy, and I don't think it ever had happened that I bought merchandise and a CD just on listening to the music online. So I bought myself this nice t-shirt. Which really fits me. You know, my favorite shade of white. And on top of it all, this is the shade of white that really glows in the dark. You know, look at this. It's a glow ink. It does the job, right? Doesn't it? So it's like a black light on my ceiling, and you can see all the pattern. It's a band logo there. Very easy to read. And even this freaking t-shirt makes me feel strong. So that's cool. That's cool. Everything fits. Everything works the way it should. Okay, so we have the t-shirt on. Damn right. We have the music in our ears, and let's rock. So this is what I want to talk about. Like, this band doesn't play around, you know. Well, they actually do, but not in a standard sense. Just listen to the intro. Fucking groovy stuff, man. Fucking awesome grooves. I don't know, man, but most of the songs are just perfectly composed. Like the balancing of energy and the flow and grooves that derive from each other and the junctions and the ways it all flows, you know, flows in a flawless way. It's a fucking flawless victory, this one. So, yeah. fuck, I have so many thoughts while I'm listening to it because there's so much happening, and the changes between the motives and riffs are so fast. You know, you cannot, while listening to it only once, you cannot digest, and you're being attacked like by another thing. And in order to be a good listener to this album, you need to think pretty fast. You have to digest things quickly and be ready for what's coming next, because you never know what's gonna happen. You know, they have some. They're being labeled as deathcore band, but I would never say that. There are some elements of it, of course, but you know, I would rather say, because I don't like divide metal into all the subgenres. Of course, it's easier to communicate with people by pigeonholing things and calling them names like black death metal, deathcore, and whatever, just so you know which direction. Okay, all right, now you know what you're talking about. But first of all, you should divide music into good and bad. You should avoid the bad and listening only to the good one, or you know, listen to bad music from time to time as well to appreciate the goodness of the good one, and or for laughs. But the good music, this is a fucking nice example of really good music, you know. It looks like they kind of premeditated everything, you know. There are no things that are like put in to prolong the songs, to make them longer, and yeah, because we did not have enough ideas, so we would just copy paste stuff. There are some riffs, of course, that come back again and so on, but in a very different context very often. And I really like the way everything is composed. It's a perfect start of the album. You know, the tempo is very kind of modest. It's not over the top, although there were some parts on the drums that make you really what. But that's the magic of Trigger. You know, you can do like things. You can make things sound twice as fast as they really are, just by the fact that the MIDI sounds or samples are not dynamic, you know. And if you get like straight, like a machine gun series of extremely fast rim shots or gravity blasts together, together with the heel toe double bass, then you get this effect, which makes your mind blow, of course. But other than that, this first song doesn't contain any parts I personally wouldn't be able to play, which is cool. Because it helps me a lot to follow, you know. I do not lose the control over what I'm listening to, and although I'm constantly being positively surprised by how good it is, it did not impress me with its over the top speed, which the band is very known for from previous albums, for example. But I think it's mostly due to the fact that they were using samples. I don't know if they were programming or not. The drums mostly. But everything on this album, everything sounds the way I like. I just don't have any complaints about the way things sound. I love the sound of drums. Although the samples, of course, could have been a little bit more dynamic to make it more live sounding. But who cares, man? It has to be mind-blowing. It has to be over the top in a way, you know. This is super fucking powerful manifestation of brutality, and yeah, the sound is perfect. Straight away, this sound is perfect. And that's it for the intro to an album, you know. I really dig the progressive aspect. I love the beauty of the parts. I love everything about this first song. It's a perfect starter, like 2:44, perfect length. You know, you don't even have time or opportunity to get bored with what you're hearing, and most probably would like play it on repeat just to learn and know it. Okay, this is what just happened. Very fucking nice. It's A plus, really. And actually, when we were talking about scale and grading, 9.5 out of 10. This point 0.5 I would leave for live drums. If there were live drums on the album, then it would have been freaking 10 out of 10. You know, because maybe that's the reason why I took away this point 0.5. Uh, you can hear that the drums are not real. You know, that's the only thing. And I'm a drummer, and so I'm biased. I'm so sorry for that. But that's also one of the things, you know, that made me love this album so much, because it showed me the path. It told me, man, you're able to make an album like that or play things like that on a real kit. You don't need electronics or samples or yeah, or programming for that matter. You can just play it. So thank you for that, Infant Annihilator. You have motivated me to recording the most extreme drums I can, or I'm able to, acoustically. Just perfect. Let's go for number 2 now. Fuck, man. I don't think we are going to listen to the entire album. It's not like listening through the entire album is just a review. So, the things I really enjoy, the guitar sound. Awesome. I don't really know which kind of tuning it is, but it sounds like yeah, whatever. F, low E, maybe. I don't know. I have a guitar in G here. Not really sure, man, but it can be kind of it's not tuned at all. It might be 8-string guitars they're using. I don't know, but it's pretty freaking low. And still, I love the guitar tone. I love the technicality. I love the way everything is connected. I love how the parts are joined. I love the parts themselves. You know, they're freaking awesome. Although they switch way too quickly. I can keep up with whatever is happening, but I feel like, oh, this part could have been a bit longer. Oh, this part is so fucking good. It could come back a few more times later on. You know, it's like they gave everything they had and accumulated it in the shortest possible form. Although not completely, because there are songs that are way longer than this. But still, all those sweet pickings and all the technicality when it comes to playing guitar and ideas, it's 10 out of 10. No fucking comments on this. It's just the guitar playing is perfect. And a little bit of a digression because I've been involved in many bands before. And guys, if you think you're extreme, if you think you play extreme metal, listen to this and then say sorry. And I mean it. If you say you're playing extreme metal, you don't know what kind of world you're living in. But it's a world of sorrow, I guess, and lies. So yeah, here's that. It's super melodic as well. Every single song is very melodic. It's not like cacophonics and brown noises only to make you shit and puke. Although I've eaten so much today, I had this giant meal that if I was trying to sing along with the guys, then I would most certainly puke here. But it would not even be considered as inappropriate, I guess. It's Infant Annihilator, man. During this particular song we're listening to right now, if you watch the video, they are little Larry, literally they're puking on themselves, while playing on the beach. And that's another thing I like about them, because they're not that serious. That doesn't make them fake. I don't know if the band has ever played any concerts, but I believe that if they were, they would have been themselves the way they are, like, chilled out guys without egos and stuff like that. I like this. I like this a lot. Although I don't really like the style. But, everyone has their own meanings and styles. Everyone has got their own assholes I don't care about. Yeah, so the music. Super sterile, super clean. Everything is very transparent. You can dissect every single part from a part. You can learn everything just by listening to it, And these days YouTube gives you all the tools for that. If it's too fast for you, then you just go to this options menu, and you have playback speed, and you can play it in 50% or or 75, but still, yeah, normal speed. It sounds black metalish as well, so you cannot really pigeonhole the band in just one slot. You cannot say it's deathcore and that's it. It's not. It's a mixture of extreme metal. This is extreme metal, man. This is really extreme metal, and it kind of, it's a fusion of everything that's the best in every genre of metal. Like, there are progressive moments, there are black metal moments, just like this one. There are some deathcore breakdowns that really break you down. There are blast beats, a lot of death metal motives. Yeah, man. The only thing that's missing is power metal and high screams, like a Halloween kind of, or Hammerfall type of vocals. But man, it's not extreme. It's a fucking rock and roll. Anyway. This is one of the moments you can hear that the drums are not real. They're overproduced. They sound simply plastic, no dynamics at all. Fuck yes, man. And those are the moments that we are living for. Perfect. Brava, Infant. Brava, Infant Annihilator. No matter what, how disgusting and ugly and provocative your lyrics might be, and no matter how stupid your name can be considered by some people, uh, you are you're a genius, guys. You're a genius when it comes to making extreme music. You're a genius. Full respect, really. And the way the vocals are fitted into the music, I love the arrangements. I love how the lyrics, the text, the vocabulary, the way the vocabulary fits everything. You know, like the methods and ways of spelling the words. The syllabic composition with the riffs and the pauses and everything. It's freaking perfect. It's a fucking Bible for people who want to learn how to write good music. But there's one thing I want to show you, like when it comes to those really, really extreme moments. I don't know if I'll find it, but it's song number 3, which is my personal favorite, I guess. 3, 4, and 5 on this album. Those 3 are my Bible when it comes to extremity and beauty of extreme music. It punches so fucking hard. This is the moment I want to share with you. Fuck, man. If I weren't tired now and overfed, oh man, it's my this moment really kicks. I'm empty for words to describe what I'm feeling when I'm listening to this moment. It's like the top of it all. And everything else is just like, la la, black metal-ish. Groove and fun. Yeah, but anyway, if you're able, or you know any other moments that melt faces the same way as this thing just from fucking 30 seconds ago does, please tell me. Because I'm really in search of this kind of things, and this is definitely the best one of those fucking breakdowns, slowed down breakdowns I have ever heard. I don't recall anything like that from any other bands, and I've heard shitload of. You know, I even tried to dig deeper into that core world of music, and this just swallows everything without chewing. Even. Production, the sound, composition. It's simply awesome. And then this song comes to an end. And this comes in. And then it's war. From here and on to the very end of the album, it's like it's like kill frenzy. I'm not gonna talk about particular moments and motives and stuff like that because everything here is just simply fucking awesome and good. And that's it. There are maybe two moments on the very album I don't really enjoy, but you can't have it all. Awesome! Simply fucking awesome, man. Fuck you! It's so good. It is so really, really fucking good. Damn, son. Yeah. Well, next one. Next one is even. Oh, fucking love it. Some of the songs are really funny, you know, in the way they are written and what's happening in them. Just check this one out. This is freaking awesome. A shorty, but still. Oh, pure awesomeness, man. How? This is why I've lost, you know, I'm not a native English speaker, so I've lost I've lost the courage to write lyrics in English after listening and reading throughout the lyrics to this song. You know, they are compressed and fucking nice and yeah, it's not like 1000 basic words in English language they're using on and on, all around and around and around, you know. Their vocabulary is pretty rich, I must say. They're very exquisite when it comes to expressing like the gist and telling the stories in their songs. So fuck yeah, man. Fuck yeah, man. Crazy. Fantastic. Fantastic. Simply awesome. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Again. Groovy. Fast. You know. I really feel like taking my guitars and making something similar to it. But yeah, we are not even in the halfway of the album, you know. But there are things happening here. There are really things happening here. I don't think I'm gonna spill any more beans. We got demonetized in the very first second of this live stream. Anyway, but yeah, I don't think there's anything more I am able to say or tell you about this one. It is just a must to have on your shelf if you're a metal fan. If you think you like extreme music, this is something for you, you know. If you feel like broadening your interests and finding about some, this is like fucking Guinness record book shit, you know. This when it comes to quality and yeah, totally awesome album. It's a totally awesome album. I'm empty for words again. And I'm definitely going to continue to listen. I'm going to continue and follow the band. I wish them super, super well. And I hope they are going to release something new pretty soon. And I hope silently that they're gonna use live drums this time. But yeah, it's a totally awesome album, man. It's a totally awesome one. I recommend, highly recommend to everyone, and that's all I have to say, you know. And the more you listen to it, the more details and inspiring fragments you find. Uh, there are funny moments, there are super extreme and heavy moments. Everything's in there. It's like a full story, you know. It's a really a battle, the battle of Yaldabaoth, whatever the Yaldabaoth is. I believe it's like something from the Bible or maybe mythology, something with the Satan to do, I guess, if I'm not mistaken. Like an alternative name of Satan or an angel or whatever. I don't know. I don't care. I don't give a shit. But I like the Infant Annihilator album, The Boy. It looks like it's the boy. It's not an infant anymore. You know, it's growing and it's evolving. So the next one may be a fucking monster or whatever. I don't know, but certainly not closer to a grown up. It might be a puberty case. The next one, we'll see. But anyway, that's it. That's all I had to say about this album. If by any chance you didn't know about it before and it's the first time you're facing it through my short and stupid review, then I'm glad that I could help. And yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. This was Lucassdrummer broadcasting live from Black Note Studio, Norway. Oh, by the way, I've been looking at a potential new studio for myself today. So keep your fingers crossed. We're gonna try to make a good deal on it early next week. And if we manage, then the things are gonna spin in a pretty wild way. So really keep your fingers crossed. I'm gonna keep this soundtrack on my ears the entire time because it gives me power and it helps the things to happen, you know. Ever since I've started listening to it, the energy in my life totally switched. And I'm going on 6th gear all the time now. So yeah, again, thank you very much for being here. Thank you for your support. Please subscribe. Perp. If you haven't done yet. And stay tuned for more because there will be coming some more interesting stuff very soon. And I promise there'll be no more album reviews. I just had to share my opinion about this one because it was a life changer for me personally. It really is. It really is. There is no other album I could tell or say the same about as of this one. So again, support the band Infant Annihilator. they're freaking geniuses. They are someone to look up for, and see you guys.